Okay, so welcome to our Tuesday meditation. And we broadcast this meditation, and we have a few people in the room. There's 4 of us in the room this morning. It's autumn, so it actually looks like the picture on the broadcast for anyone who's tuning in now or later. We can hear the water outside, and we can use the water in the fountain. We can use that to help orient ourselves into this moment, in this place. And we use it to increase our awareness. It's often a challenge to maintain and enhance our level of awareness. So our awareness to the circumstances and conditions around us, to the environment around us, and so to the truth of what that set of conditions and environment implies or draws from the truth of our reality. So during meditation, we actually rest our earthly vehicle, our body, so our physical, emotional, mental bodies. It sounds counterintuitive when we're talking about raising our awareness. Only we don't realize how many processes are running in the background. Just contemplate for a second when your computer has too many apps running, too many programs running at once. It reaches a condition of being locked up, not being able to function. Can't take in any more information or instructions. It can't be used to analyze anything. It can't be used to do anything. And in the greater part, this is the condition that we create for ourselves when we don't pay attention to how many things we have running in the background. When we don't try to create clarity, stillness within our mind. So contemplate that what we do is we reduce and switch off, minimize a whole range of background mental processing when we meditate. This is our intention. So we rest our body, we remove all fears. We encourage it to be calm and still. We encourage it not to look at the past or the future. So we significantly reduce the background processing that is going on within our physical brain, within our mind. And so it's not only easy to raise our awareness, but we actually, through the entirety of the process, reduce the energetic burden. We reduce the busyness. And so during this meditation, enjoy stillness, enjoy calmness, enjoy physical relaxation, for these are the methods and the pathways by which we reduce our mental burden at the same time as we enhance awareness and our capacity to contemplate and reach towards the very valuable layers of the abstract mind and beyond. So focus on the water and breathe. Or if you are listening to this somewhere else, just focus on that which is around you. It is likely it is peaceful. There are no dangers. There is nothing to fear. There's nothing to process. And we can fully commit our awareness to a contemplation of our nature, a contemplation of the truth, or a part of the truth of our existence. So breathe into the depth of the diaphragm, and then continue that energetic flow on the out breath so that it continues down and grounds yourself. Breathe in the higher correspondences of what we are. And on those levels, there is no fear, there is no judgment, there is no attachment. There is only unconditional love. And wisdom. So breathe in these God-given qualities that your own soul possesses. And relax and be calm. And choose to make this a beautiful moment, not just in your day, in your week, your year, your month, your life. Choose to make this moment a beautiful one, in which you realize your eternal nature and you realize the brilliance of all the creation around you, creation that you are. This is a truly wondrous experience. And the theme is, why are people different, including circumstance and attitude. And Father, Mother, God, creator of all things, you know that which we contemplate. We ask for blessings on this. contemplation. May we use our awareness to fully hear the words and the intent behind the words and the love behind the intent behind the words, the care and the wisdom behind all these things. And our awareness, as much as it can, gently grasp the beauty behind that which is transmitted during this meditation. And we welcome our elder brothers and elder sisters from the hierarchy, the ascended masters and higher initiates, the disciples that are supporting the hierarchy in the spirit of this time. We welcome those from the angelic realm that have chosen to consider our meditation. I would encourage everyone to personally welcome and extend gratitude to your own soul, to your guides, to the teachers, to the healers, to various ancestors who may be taking part in this meditation in support of you today. So contemplate any process which seeks to understand the nature and circumstances of yourself and different people on the earth at this time. Any contemplation to have any depth of meaning and understanding and realization necessarily will include the law of rebirth and its connection with the law of cause and effect. So contemplate the law of rebirth, reincarnation, not just a random happenstance, organized, considered, established, durable, law which has been applied to the evolutionary process of you and I and everyone else that is a human life on this earth at this time. It's reincarnation, fully intended, inescapable. This is the nature of a law. A law is those set of conditions or circumstances imposed by the being within which we exist. just as we impose certain circumstances upon the lives that constitute our earthly vehicle. We choose various sleep patterns, we choose foods, we choose patterns of exercise, we choose interactions with others, we choose higher or lower degrees of risk and danger, we choose loving interactions with others, or we may choose unloving interactions with others. We may choose to impose a degree of having to control that which is around us. We impose thought patterns, so many things that we impose, and these, for the duration of the time that we are imposing these things, become laws for all the lives that are within us. And so too we in turn are subject to the patterns and behaviors and intentions, choices of the being within which we exist. So call that the earth, if you will. Take a moment to ensure that you are relaxed and still, that you are moving into a deeper state of peace throughout your body. Take a few peace-inducing breaths. On the out breath, relax and be calm and still. Try and detect a degree of joy or happiness about this sense of peace. Just for a moment, see if you can engage the idea that this peace is enjoyable and valuable. So relax and contemplate. You are a most special being existing as a part of a soul group for the duration of our human evolution on Earth here. You would, if you knew it, realize that you're a part of an ashram. So a collection or a group of evolving humans with degrees of mastership and ultimately under the guidance of a higher master, most likely existing within the soul kingdom. So not incarnate at this time. You are a most unique being, and the law of rebirth has allowed you to grow and develop and become an increasingly useful and valuable part of your soul group and the ashram within which you exist. And all of these structures and ideas exist within the body of God, the body of the being that is this planet. And you're a most valued part of that. So different people exist in different ashrams, different soul groups. They exist as a function of their point of evolution. Not everybody has had the same number of incarnations. Not everybody has used the number of incarnations that they've had in the same way. Some have moved a long way along the path of evolution. Some have not. And in the terms of any incarnation, the earth has certain intentions for the evolutionary progress of humanity as a whole. And so in any incarnation, we are a function of a range of things, our own evolution, how we fit in with those in our ashram or those within our soul group. How do we fit in with the evolutionary moment of humanity as a collective? And the law of cause and effect influences most of these levels. So the law of cause and effect is the law of karma, as it is named in the East. So each of us is also responsible for navigating our karmic obligations, which are a result of any one or any number of incarnations that we've already had. So herein lies the complication of understanding the differences between people. For the large part and for most people, it is incomprehensible. And they are unable to either grasp the basics of some of these tenets, the importance of how these things play out over many incarnations, let alone apply some level of understanding to how these things might affect an individual. And so to understand an individual a little better. So contemplate that the way to navigate this is yes, as it becomes a thing of interest to you, explore and learn. Find out as much as you can about how these mechanisms work. And in line with that, know, grasp, take on, accept until further notice that there is no escaping the law of rebirth and the law of cause and effect. They are in place and functioning and working at all times, regardless of the belief system of any individual. So in the first instance, accept them as incontrovertible. Then contemplate gaining some degree of intellectual nuance and understanding, some sense of the complexity, the mechanisms, so that often we end up at thirdly a sense of the best that I can do is to cultivate the will to good, to cultivate the qualities of soul, and to express these on the earth plane. So all of this complexity that lies about the law of rebirth and the law of cause and effect, the complexity that this creates in the energy, the mental condition, the impulses, the behaviors, the patterning of an individual. This complexity is almost unfathomable at the personal level. So our best way out is to be non-judgmental and non-attached, and to move with unconditional love. Act with unconditional love. So carry the will to good and then use the qualities of your own soul. Non-judgment, non-attachment, unconditional love, and as much wisdom as you can grasp. Contemplate that as hard to grasp as the personal implications regarding an individual are. There is still value in understanding this quite brilliantly orchestrated and constructed set of laws for our own evolution. Know that it is a brilliant construct, and humanity has evolved to a substantial degree as a result of these things being in place. You have evolved to a substantial degree as a result of these laws being in place. You have grown towards being a soul-centered being. You have degrees of care and understanding far beyond that which you possessed hundreds of lives ago. Your capacity for wisdom is greatly enhanced. You are, in the context of many things, a most wondrous creation, a most wondrous co-creation. You are given the tools and you use them. You have used them. You will use them to create an even better version of yourself. Within all these concepts and interconnected laws and rules, see the beauty that it can provide. I can learn to not judge anyone ever for the rest of my life. Others can learn not to judge anyone ever for the rest of their life. This promotes inclusiveness, promotes the application of unconditional love. And so it helps us to create a better world. Every step we take along this path and every step everyone else takes along this path, we create a better world. So contemplate the title of this meditation is Why Are People Different? So contemplate the reverse. Realize that we are very much the same. We all exist within the same framework, with the same basic evolutionary intention and movement. We are all parts of the same collective moving forward, using the same laws, using the same intentions that come from the being within which we exist. Why are people different? Because we don't realize how much the same we are. This is the age of realization. So this is the age within which in the next few thousand years we truly begin to accept and know that which is the same about us, and that we truly begin to appreciate and support that which is different within us. And this will be a most beautiful product of this age that we are in. Start with yourself. As we come out of meditation, hold to the idea that we start with ourselves if we wish to be truly effective and truly grow, truly evolve. Understand that so many people will not understand your understanding of these concepts. Understand that many people will not understand your understanding of these concepts. And be at peace with that. Know that there are people that are more advanced than you and I, and we don't understand what they understand. And they are most likely being very understanding about that. They are not judging us. The further we go, the more we realize that there is no value in judging those that have not grasped an understanding that we have. All the time assuming that we have grasped something correctly. So come out of meditation, know your brilliance, know the wondrous nature of the system within which you exist. Know that there are things that we can learn and realize. Know that there are everyday actions that we can take. Know that we're all in the same boat. We are all struggling with the same lack of grasping the full truth of what we are and how to navigate what we are. Come out of the meditation, loving yourself, loving everyone else. And I thank all those beings of the light that are always ceaselessly there, waiting for us to ask for support, subtly modifying energies around us according to our attitude, our intent. Father, Mother, God, Creator of all things, what a brilliant life. As hard as it gets at times, the framework that we exist within is brilliant. And we know that some of our elder brothers and elder sisters have navigated this system to become the ascended masters that look after us, the higher initiates that look after us. We know that if we require support and we trust and have faith in support, then we will get it. Probably in a way we don't understand. Only we will get it. So thank you for this life, this brilliant existence. Is going on in this thin film of life on the outside of this globe. in such a diverse way. Knowing that it is the culmination of so much life and spirit and soul that we can't see. Thanks for this brilliant opportunity. We honour the divine in all. Thank you.